Saudi Arabia and Iran have been bitter rivals for decades, fueling wars, backing proxies, and destabilizing the Middle East. But after China brokered a historic détente in 2023, the question is, what happens next? If their normalization continues, how will alliances shift across the region, and who will gain or lose power? Let's break down the domino effect of this seismic geopolitical shift. Current alliances, the old order. 1. Saudi Arabia's network. U.S., West, security pacts, arms deals, and counter-terrorism cooperation. GCC allies. UAE, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, post-2021 Qatar reconciliation. Regional partners. Egypt, Jordan, Morocco, and Palestinian Authority. 2. Iran's axis. Proxies. Hezbollah, Lebanon, Houthis, Yemen, Shia militias, Iraq, Syria. Global allies. Russia, China, and Syria. Tactical rivalry. Turkey competes for regional influence but partners via Astana process. Predicted shifts in the Gulf. 1. GCC unity versus fragmentation. UAE already engaged. UAE and Iran restored ties in 2021. Saudi normalization could unify the Gulf against shared threats, e.g., Iran-backed proxies. Bahrain's concerns. Fears Iran will exploit détente to stoke unrest among its Shia majority. Oman and Kuwait. Likely to support normalization, leveraging neutrality to mediate. 2. Yemen war de-escalation. Houthis lose support. Reduced Iranian arms shipments and diplomatic pressure could force peace talks. Saudi gains. Easing a costly war and redirecting resources to Vision 2030. Humanitarian impact. Aid corridors and reconstruction deals, possibly funded by Gulf states. 3. Iraq's role. Mediator nation. Baghdad has long balanced Saudi and Iranian interests. Post-détente, Iraq could become a regional economic hub. Middle East ripple effects. 1. Syria and Lebanon. Syria. Saudi might re-engage diplomatically, marginalizing Iran's Assad alliance. Lebanon. Hezbollah's influence could wane if Iran prioritizes regional trade over proxy wars. 2. Israel and Palestine. Saudi-Israel normalization. Détente with Iran could align with Saudi's Abraham Accords aspirations, US-backed. Iran's response. Likely to double down on Hamas ties and anti-Israel rhetoric. 3. Turkey's calculus. Reduced isolation. Turkey might leverage Saudi-Iran détente to mend ties with Gulf states. Competition with Iran. Ankara could clash with Tehran over influence in Azerbaijan and Central Asia. Global power plays. 1. U.S. decline in the region. Loss of leverage. Washington's inability to broker the deal highlights China's rising clout. Military sales. U.S. risks losing arms deals to China, Russia if Saudi diversifies partnerships. 2. China's ascendancy. Belt and Road expansion. Saudi-Iran détente aligns with Chinese trade corridors, e.g., Persian Gulf rail links. Oil diplomacy. China secures stable energy supplies by mediating Gulf tensions. 3. Russia's role. OPEC plus stability. Saudi-Iran cooperation could stabilize oil prices, benefiting Russia's energy exports. Arms deals. Moscow may deepen military sales to both rivals, e.g., S-400 systems to Saudi. Challenges and risks. 1. Unresolved tensions. Sectarian divide. Sunni-Shia mistrust remains a barrier to lasting peace. Proxy networks. Houthis, Hezbollah, and Shia militias may defy détente agreements. 2. Economic dependencies. Sanctions on Iran. US, EU bans still cripple Iran's economy, limiting Saudi investment. Vision 2030 risks. Saudi's economic reforms could stall if regional stability falters. 3. Geopolitical backlash. Israeli opposition fears normalization will weaken anti-Iran front. U.S. retaliation. Potential arms sales to Israel, GCC to counterbalance China's influence. Who wins or loses? Winners. China. Gains diplomatic prestige and economic leverage. GCC states. Reduced proxy wars and stabilized oil markets. Global South. Model for non-Western conflict resolution. Losers. U.S. Eroded influence in the Middle East. Proxy groups. Hezbollah, Houthis, and Shia militias lose patronage. Russia. Risk of being sidelined if China dominates Gulf diplomacy. Saudi-Iran détente isn't peace, it's a recalibration of power. Analyst conclusion and call to action. Saudi Arabia and Iran's normalization could reshape the Middle East, but it's not a magic bullet. While China celebrates its diplomatic coup, the old rivalries won't disappear overnight. As alliances shift, one question remains. Will this détente bring lasting stability, or just a temporary pause before the next crisis? Thumbs up like if you're shocked by China's Middle East power move. Loudspeaker subscribe for more deep dives into global rivalries. Speech balloon comment. Will Saudi-Iran peace last, or is another war inevitable?